hymns get started. Okay, now for a quick Bar Torah. The first mitzvah, according to Rashi, it's in this week's parsha. That's the mitzvah of declaring the new month. And it sort of seems strange, of all the things that we could be commanded, declaring the new month, what is that about? And the answer is, as I always say, the hardest part of Yetziat Mitzrayim, of leaving Egypt, was not getting the Jews out of Egypt. That was easy. You know, you just destroy Egypt, get the Jews out, and that's the end of the story. The hardest part was getting Egypt out of the Jews. How do you get an enslaved people to be free? And we see through history that when you just free slaves, they don't know how to be free. Literally. When in the early 19th century, there was an effort to get the slaves back to Africa. So there was an African colonial society for this purpose. And they bought land in Africa that is today the country of Liberia. The British did the same thing with Sierra Leone. And what they discovered is that when these people who had been slaves in America went back to Africa, what did they do? They set up a plantation system where they enslaved the Africans in Africa. In other words, they copied the society they had just left, except now they were the masters. They treated the Africans as they had been treated as slaves. What is happening here is the Jews are being not just liberated, they're being taught how to be free. What does freedom actually mean? Responsibility. Declaring the new month means I control my time. A slave does not control his time. So this is the first step in the process of freedom. Because freedom means responsibility, and that means I have to be aware of the time. And being aware of the time, I have to finish up because the second minyan has to get started in about 9 minutes. But it's something to think about.